you tryna go be? Better run up the cash, you love to spend. Made it, kill it, and did it again. With the intent, no, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it.
Know you sad about it. Know you sad about it.
I just got bags from Prada. Rolling up. I'm in a brand new model. It'll be here tomorrow. I don't got fears or problems. Only got real ones round them. Only got. It take a week to count it. Then I'm back up. Name the place and we pack up. Running these racks up. 100 meals a week after. Down from laughter. When they come to handles, never had one. With a
Thanks, Coach. Well, the sun has gone down and the mercury going down as well. To be expected, I guess, here on an autumn night just outside of D.C. at FedEx Field. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Washington Redskins. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go. Touchdown. 58 right there. Not here. Back. Check 99. Check 99. Check. Crunch.
First carry for Darius Geis. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. 3rd down. Here's Haskins. Looking long for his tight end read. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line. Here's carry number 1 for Jordan Howard. Tackled there by Monte Nicholson.
All right, Brand, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
2nd and 5 at the 23-yard line.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Here's Wentz to throw. And he finds Howard complete. No gain there, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on 4th down.
Go. 56. Blue down.
They do go for it. It's Wentz. And Jeffrey's got it. Hey, nothing to see here. Just your standard fourth down gain of 28 yards. And the drive keeps going.
Well, peel back the curtain, partner. We've got a pretty good look into how they plan to play this game. Aggressive seems to be the word. Going for it on fourth down in that situation.
Yeah, opening drive. Now, we know this coaching staff, they have traits of aggression in their history, but what a start to this game. They're going for it.
Yeah, a lot of people might say reckless, but they got it. 1 for 1 on fourth down here early in the game.
In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Now, Wentz again. And he'll hit Jeffrey complete. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. A big pickup there for the Eagles' first down, 18 yards.
I have no crystal ball up here. I can't truly see into the future. But if they don't start getting some pressure on him, make him move around a little bit and do something with the receivers, change up their timing, they're just going to get shredded as we've seen so far. Right now, they're off to a blazing start.
Yeah, and you are right. He looks way too comfortable back there in the pocket.
Yeah, there shouldn't be a pillow back there for him, all right? As a defensive guy, they've got to dump him on his backside a few times, shake things up.
Yeah, they're going to need an in-drive adjustment here on this first series. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. From the gun, it's Wentz. Flushed out right. Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. It's Quentin Dunbar with a pick. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there and sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
A lot of running backs, a little bit of a disadvantage when you start talking MVP. Might not be the case this year. You think he's got a shot, don't you?
I do. I think he's got more than a shot. But what he's going to need here down the stretch this late in the season, he needs that big closing game, that game that we're all going to reflect on and go, oh, my goodness, did he put up a number, let's say 200 plus?
And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. On first down, this is Geis. And an alley to run. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A big hitter there. A first down gain of 26 yards.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
Back to the ground on first. It's Geis. And across the midfield stripe into Eagle territory. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Now a toss. This is Geis. Past the 20. And they do finally get him, but he makes it all the way to the 6. A big hitter. That one goes for 40 yards. Now they'll look to Haskins to throw it. He rifles one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And he'll bring this all the way up to the 45-yard line.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
56 to Mike, boys. 56. Check 56.
So after the INT, here's Wentz. And complete to Zach Ertz. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger game. Also,
now Howard stripped. He lost the football, and the Redskins scoop it. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. The tackle made by L.J. Ford.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Geis with the carry on second down. And he struggles to get a yard here, maybe a yard, down to the 31.
Back-to-back runs, I'd say that encompassed maximum effort for minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo. Let's make these babies cry.
We're scoreless after one. Second quarter now from our nation's capital, and it's the Redskins in possession of the football. They're facing a tough spot, 3rd and 8 here to start things out. From the gun, Haskins on 3rd down. He wants it all for the end zone. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. Oh, very close to a turnover there in the end zone.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
So they recovered the fumble, but ultimately could not take advantage of the short field.
Definitely a lost opportunity right there. I mean, they were in prime position to put 6 on the board. Ended up settling for 3.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. That one goes for 24 yards.
I know at retirement ceremonies, a rocking chair is often one of the major gifts, but don't give this guy one just yet. He may be plus 30, but my goodness, how about that effort?
Yeah, he's not that old. Hey, I'm on the wrong side of 32.
You okay? You feeling all right?
I'll be all right.
Okay, good.
I just need some chocolate and a box of tissues. On first down, they run with Howard. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13.
Here we go. 280. Watch the pass. Hey, Ford, Tokyo. Mike 20.
Now Wentz. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Running from the gun with Howard. And they stop him up short of the first down as they get him at about the 43. They'll get 11, but still a little short. 4th down.
This offense really put themselves in a tough spot on 1st and 2nd down, needing long yardage to try and pick up a first down, and they ended up getting a great run. Explosive, picked up nice yardage. You don't expect to be in this situation on 4th down, but guess what? It all started with what happened on 1st and 2nd down. Really put them behind the 8 ball.
Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
56, the Mike boys, 56. Check 56. Hey, echo.
Shotgun now for Wentz. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
4 yards on the pickup. Second and 6 at the 36-yard line.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up second and 6.
Trey 15. Trey 15. Give me that ball.
Throwing is Wentz. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. Wentz now 8 of 11 in this first half. He's got it first and 10. They run with Howard. The safety Landon Collins there to make the tackle.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size and these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. Play number 9 on the drive coming up, and they need 9 yards on third down.
Mike 56, Mike 56.
Go.
56, Mike 56.
Working from the gun, Wentz. And that's complete to Jeffrey. He's exceeded his receiving yards from a week ago, and we're still in the first half. It's a first down. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
And he's brought down. 10 more there and another first down. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. Jordan Howard. Touchdown number 18 on the year. And the Eagles have taken the lead. Elliott Good with a PAT, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Sidney Jones. And it's a terrific return here as he's going to have them set up with a first and goal right at about the 6-yard line. He was looking for Paul Richardson there. Suddenly it's first and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. On first and goal, Howard. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Jordan Howard with his 19th touchdown, his second of the game. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. Elliott Good on the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They trail now 14-3, an 11-point deficit as they start things out with a 1st and 10. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. They'll run with Geis, and he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. That right there, a good sign for a team that's had trouble converting third down so far this year. They're in the bottom 5 in the NFL, but they come through there.
Yeah, and I bet if we put our guy Marvin on the case and say, Marvin, tell us where they rank on third and what, right? I bet they're in the top 5 in the league on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, 3rd and 7 or more, because that's how you end up not converting. Just too much yardage to pick up on third down.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Now Haskins to throw it. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Fletcher Cox racking up sack number 12 for him on the year. Defense went 3-4. They got some push from the inside.
And this is something in a 3-4 you don't normally get, because the nose tackle who got the sack, he's usually responsible or ends up getting double teamed and sometimes triple teamed. How about him working his way back and putting the big guy on the ground?
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. And he gets it away, and it's a laser headed for the sidelines. And this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead in and then try and add a cushion. Let's go ahead and try and extend things. If you've got some good plays drawn up, you might want to think about them right here. Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And the defense obviously expecting run as well, as they're going to shut that one down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
Brings up 3rd down.
Here we go. 180. This by 7.
A final shot before half for Wentz. It's brought in by Jeffrey.
We got this.
So we've reached halftime here, and it's our visitors, the Eagles, leading this one. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, so the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the 3rd quarter gets underway. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire half
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. That's Deron Payne with a sack that time.
They need to stop to get back into this game, and here's one right to start the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, anytime you go into the lockers with that 2-3 score deficit, you're right. You need that stop, get the football back, and they've done just that.
Series to series, play to play.
This is Howard on 2nd down. And a very short pickup there across the 15 to the 16. He'll get 3, but it leaves him with a big hole here on 3rd and very long. Now wins. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Jonathan Allen in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. So they come out of the locker room trailing, but plays like that, they won't be trailing much longer. Defense really starting out well this second half.
Yeah, they knew they had to jumpstart things a little bit. They really struggled in the first half trying to slow them down, but now they had a plan, made that adjustment that we always talk about, and it worked very well on that play.
And where will this be spotted? The side judge says it went out just across midfield. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second half?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
And across the midfield, stripe into Eagle territory.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing him further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
Jordan Reed has it. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What did the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open, he finds a way to pick up a first down.
10 yards there, good for a Redskin first down. Throwing now, Haskins on first down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Fletcher Cox, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. On the ground, it's Geis. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on third. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. He can run for it, and he will. Haskins hit, and he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. He had gained really good yardage, but that's what you tell your quarterbacks, right? Get down after you got the run.
You don't have to prove your toughness. You know, I think that's what a lot of coaches are trying to preach to their guys. Get the yardage, get down, protect the football, and protect yourself from extra hits as well.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. They go with Howard again. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. A good run by Jordan Howard, and now another 1st and 10. Wentz off the fake handoff to Howard. That's complete to Arcega-Whiteside. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Looking to throw again on second down. Wentz, he'll rifle this one deep right side. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Monte Nicholson picks it, and his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line, so they felt like they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? On 2nd and 10, Haskins looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
That's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 3.
59's Mike. Check. 59.
Haskins on 3rd down. And he finds McLaurin. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. A Redskin first down. The pickup 15 yards.
Well, we use the term pitch and catch a lot to denote an easy completion. We just saw one right there on 3rd and 3 to pick up the first down.
Why are those so tough to defend? Just because they hit so quickly?
Yeah, it's all about timing and confidence. Quarterback sees it, rips it, there you go.
Here's a run on first down that won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. He will lose a yard. 2nd and 11. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. On 2nd and 11 now. Haskins. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. And they finally put an end to this return, but not before he's all the way down to the 37. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Season of giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Montez Sweat in there for sack number 22 on the year. And, folks, that's just a half sack shy now of Michael Strahan's record of 22.5 set in 2001. After the sack on first down, Wentz flush to his right. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon. But with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Wentz. Jeffrey reels it in over the middle. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. An Eagle first down. Wentz hooking up with Jeffrey. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Wentz going to throw. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
It's always tough trying to keep your guy upright when he's trying to throw the football. When you're dealing with those big, bad guys on the defensive front, it's even tougher. And this time, those guys on the opposite side won the battle, getting to the quarterback and knocking him into an incompletion.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. A solid pickup of 13 sets him up 1st and goal. Well, that looked like an example of what you said back in the first half. A running back of his size can really wear down a defense. I think he's starting to do that.
I think you're exactly right. And know what else he's doing? He's inspiring the rest of his team because they see this starting to happen as well. So that means they're going to redouble their efforts to help him out. Extra blocking, getting downfield, helping him out.
At the 7.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal.
Watch your slant. Watch your slant. Watch your slant.
Trying the right side with Howard. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Jordan Howard with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. Elliott good with a PAT. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Defensively, you said coming in earlier in the broadcast, the magic number was 20 points for you. That's what you thought they would have to hold this offense to, or less than that. And, wow, they've done that in a big way, haven't they?
Not only have they done it, they put themselves in a great position to win this one because holding them down.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off at the 30. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now Wentz. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Jonathan Allen racking up sack number 12 for him on the year. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing bundle.
Two-jet. Everybody, Mike 20.
Throwing now is Wentz. Open man, Arcega-Whiteside. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. So on comes the Eagle kicker, Jake Elliott, on 4th down. Spotted at the left hash, this from 45. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And that will stretch the lead up to 3 touchdowns now. It's a 21-point game. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Here we go.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And last time, 1 play interception, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Haskins. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Hey, wahoo! Here we go again. Here we go.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Wentz. And he'll hit Jeffrey complete. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. That one good for 26 and a 1st down. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Move. Hey. 4 down. Hey, Mike.
From the gun, it's Wentz. Oh, that was dangerous. Threw it into coverage, almost picked, but instead they'll keep it on second down. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now, Wentz again. This is taken in by Jeffrey. He's got it. Touchdown, Eagles. Alshon Jeffrey, his fourth touchdown on the year. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. Elliott good on the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build.
Just something to build.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Love. Touchdown, Washington. Bryce Love, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Redskins are able to close the gap just a bit. Hopkins with the extra point, and that'll cut the lead back down to 21. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive, and a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all three timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Redskins scoop it. And they take over already 5 yards deep into the red zone at the 15-yard line.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, it's going to be hot routes. If they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback, they've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the backfield.
It's a good gain of 11, sets him up first and goal. From the gun, it's Haskins. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Paul Richardson with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Redskins capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Extra point good by Hopkins. And the lead will be cut down to 14. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Defensively, there's still 3 timeouts. Do you even need to use them at this point?
I think a lot of coaches do it anyway, and it seems like cosmetics to us.
Does it just send a message you're not quitting?
Send a message that you're not quitting.
And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Monte Nicholson picks it. So fly, Eagles, fly. It's a victory for Philadelphia, and it's going to be their defense that gets the ink in the headlines tomorrow, and for good reason. They forced 5 turnovers in this game.
And while we were watching this game unfold, I kept thinking about when we did our training camp tour and something that you noticed along the way. Just about every camp we visited, when the defense got together, everyone was doing ball drills. Defensive linemen, linebackers, secondary.